Hello, hello, hello. This is Justina with Streaming the Magic. We are live this evening at Dezerland Park, Orlando. We did have to deviate from our celebration plan of seeing the lights because of the rain. This is an indoor park here in Orlando. It's huge. This is an 8,800 square foot mall. The mall has been closed for at least 5 years. Prior to its closure, it was Artagon Marketplace. So we're about to go inside and check it out.
You sound like a YouTube vlogger. Like one of the annoying
So when you first walk in, you are greeted. They do have a greeter, and we've already been inside this evening. You can see it's huge in here. There are some things that are still currently closed, but they will be opening as the time passes. You can see on the sign that it shows that there is the auto experience, the arcade, a pinball palace. They have a 12-lane bowling alley, a Bass Pro Shops, and a Cinemark movie theater. So we are going to look at these cars that are here. Now, the gentleman that owns Dezerland, he owns all of these cars. They're part of his personal collection. And the ones that are out front are just a small sample. They're still working on the huge area where you're going to be allowed to go and look at all of his cars, including a James Bond area where they're going to have cars and other vehicles that are from the James Bond movies. So you can see there is a whole row of cars down this way. This is one of those areas that is not ready for the public just yet, but you can see there are just dozens of cars. Now, these shops that used to be part of shops that were here at the mall, they are going to become shops or places where you can purchase food. Over here, we have the largest indoor go-kart track. These go-karts are not run on gas, they are electric. So you don't have to worry about the fumes and the smell. And you can see that it goes back a little ways. There's actually another track on the other side. Look at some more of these cars. do you want one? You can see there's a tiki station here, and it looks like he does have some sample products. Good, thank you. You can see the amazing food they have. You like it? What do you say? Thank you.
I didn't punch buggy on Dad after that blue car because from far it looks like a punch buggy.
So you can see over here on our left is going to be a souvenir shop. They already have all their Disney stuff in the windows. And all through the aisles, there's cars.
I want that car. It's so small and cute, and I want it.
You can see it says America's largest automobile extravaganza. Here's another sign showing that there's going to be a leather apparel and accessories shop here. And then right here, we have Rocket Fizz Soda Pop and Candy Shop. So you can see they're in there. It is closed right now. And then here is Bass Pro Shop. And then this here is another empty shop entrance. So this kind of shows you an idea of how big this mall is. Oh, and there we go, right there, down at the bottom. Here's some people on those go-karts. So you can probably see that these go-karts are not vibrating. They're a really smooth ride. They're not so loud that you can't hear yourself think. On the left-hand side, again, there's more shops that are currently either closed and empty or being worked on becoming something. Oh, look at these people. Woo, they are just flying. I was told if you go fast enough on the carts, you can actually slide around the corners. And the carts go between 30 and 40 miles per hour. So over here behind the go-karts, there's going to be a pinball palace. I believe there's something like 50 different pinball machines that are in here. And I know the lights are off, but let's see if we can get a glimpse without the glare. So tons of pinball machines. And then there's one here that you can see that's open. So if I can show that to you. Show you the inside of the pinball machine. And it says there are approximately 3,500 parts inside of a pinball machine. There are approximately half a mile of wire and approximately 1,200 nuts, screws, and washers. There is 150 lights. And from the 1940s to the 1970s, in most big cities, including New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, pinball was actually illegal. So down here we have Cinemark. And we also have Putting Edge, which is a glow-in-the-dark mini golf and arcade. So you can see it's not a huge arcade, probably because their main focus is the glow-in-the-dark pinball, glow-in-the-dark mini golf, which looks absolutely awesome. And because this used to be a mall, there are of course entrances all over the place. So Florida's largest indoor attraction, Dezerland Park. At the moment, what is open is the bowling, the karting, and the arcade, and a small sample of vehicles that will be on display.
Types of PP vehicles.
Yep.
That one's a PP.
Military jeeps and trucks and tanks. That looks like an airplane wing. You can see that we just passed the military pavilion. There's another entrance here on the corner. And again, if you look all the way down that hallway, you can see there are dozens more vehicles. They're also inside all of these shops that are here. And based on the sign, coming soon, your business could be here. This particular room is filled with tiny little airplanes. So the things that they will be having that will open eventually will be the auto experience, the event palace, and these shops here look like they're going to be either restaurants, so this just shows you kind of the inside of the shops. Great, thank you. So here's all the go-karts here lined up. And the reason it's not that busy tonight is because they are still in their soft opening phase. So that was just one half of this place. We still have a little bit more to explore. So you can see this sign here says, "Thank you for joining us at Desertland Park for our sneak preview. We appreciate your patience in advance as we may have some delays or issues during this time." Yeah. Hi Joshua, thanks for joining us. We are at a brand new experience here in Orlando. It is called Deserland Park. It is owned by a gentleman, Mr. Dezer, and he has a huge car collection and opened Deserland Park so he could show off his cars. There's also a 12-lane bowling alley. There is a pinball palace. There's an arcade. This is the bowling alley here. Woohoo! So we are going through what used to be the Artagon Marketplace Mall. It's been closed for approximately 5 years. And now we're coming to the arcade. So when we got here, we got our tokens, which are actually on this card. And we have tokens that we can play here in the arcade. And the great thing is that they never expire and the cards can be reloaded. We will definitely be coming back here again once they are fully open. Now, I do know that it'll take a couple weeks to months to get everything open as new stores come in. The mystery machine. Over here it says Hollywood.
Do they have anything in there yet?
Cars of the Stars. You can just see, again, that line of cars. And then this particular store here in the corner is going to be Jumpstart, which is like a giant indoor trampoline park. So you can see they're still working on that. Even in the windows of some of the empty shops, they have different little vehicles. This arcade is huge. This is a car from the Flintstones. And there's another one on the other side I'll show you too. Look at how absolutely cool that is. Welcome to Bedrock. The family car from the Flintstones. And there's one more right there ahead. We'll check that out too. And you can see behind this is American Classics. It says it'll be a classic car dealership. And there's another mystery van in here too. Hi, Susan. I know he used to be in Miami, Florida, as well, but now he's here in Orlando. And it looks like the Bond exhibit is gonna be behind these walls. You can see it says Bond exhibit, and they have faux walls up. You can see there's an entryway right there behind the Harry Potter sign. And they're gonna have actual cars and other props, and I heard a helicopter from the different Bond movies. And then over here, there is the Bond Lounge, which is going to be a full-serve bar, but at the moment it's not open and ready. Hi, Richard. So there's a 12-lane bowling alley. And then, of course, this full arcade as well. Yes, definitely. This is a great place for family. We ended up choosing to come here tonight because it was raining outside. We could not go to Celebration and see all the lights with it raining. Just rows and rows of arcade games. Now, I was told that the place in the back should be open this weekend. These arcade games are my favorite. Kira, go ahead and play something for us. What about skee ball? So you can see some of the games are just not ready yet. They have tape on this one. Some of them are still turned off, like over there. And it looks like she's playing. Did you slide your card? All right, so she's trying to show us one of these games. Do you tap it or slide? I think you did it. And you earn tickets. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry you missed the very beginning. So we are inside of what used to be the Artagon Marketplace Mall in Orlando, Florida. It is a huge mall that has been closed for at least 5 years. And Mr. Dezer has purchased this mall so that he would have a place where he could show off his car collection. And they've also gone ahead and opened several other fun things for the family to do, such as the arcade, the bowling alley. There is the largest indoor go-kart tracks. There's a cinema. And there is also a pinball arcade with, I believe, 50 different pinball machines. And you can see they even have some of those fun games that you would see at like your county parks. And I think skee ball is everyone's favorite. So it looks like most of the games range between 3 and 8 credits. And then you earn tickets, and look how huge this area is for the items that you could win. Now this particular entrance down here is currently closed. I'm assuming that by the weekend it'll be open when they open the attraction down here. It's going to be Jump Start, which is basically an indoor trampoline park. So you can see this is how big the mall is. Bass Pro Shop is on the other side. We're right here. So this area here will be the event space. And then all the hallways of the mall that are currently closed that connect to each other, they actually have cars lining the center of the aisle. And inside of the shops, they have them themed for the different cars that are inside of them. I'm not quite sure, Miss Belinda, but I'm gonna find out for you. So for those that are just kind of joining us, I'm doing one more quick kind of pass through the whole area of the mall that is available to us. So we are on International Drive. If you want more information, go to Deserlandpark.com. So we got quite a few people there in the go-karts. Again, this is the largest indoor go-kart tracks. And these go-karts are electric, so they're really comfortable to drive. They're smooth. There's no smell of gas. They go about 30 to 40 miles per hour. So you can see in front of us is the Cinemark Theater. Yes, Belinda, they just reopened recently. I want to say about a week or two ago, they had a grand opening. They're still in their soft opening phase while they get everything sorted out, but they wanted the public to know what was going on here. So you can see down the end in the corner there, there's glow in the dark putt-putt mini golf. This corner here is where the pinball machines are. So you can see a lot of these shop fronts are still empty or papered, and that's because they're still working on filling some of these places or getting them ready for the opening. And then coming up on our right-hand side is Bass Pro Shop. So you can see they have the entrance done up, but there's still paper on all the windows and on the gate, so you can't see what's going on inside. And then the main entrance to Dezerland is right here in front of us. Yes, I think I was told it's 88,000 square feet. So when we initially came, we were coming from the left-hand side of the bowling alley, those purple lights you see over there.
Technically.
And you can see there is that sampling of cars. We've got Bugs Bunny. And this one says Spirit of Nemo. And then back this way again is that arcade, the bowling alley, the Jump Start, which is that big indoor trampoline park. And then this whole area here on the right-hand side, all the way down to that corner, is the Bond experience. And so that is Dezerland Park. Does anyone have any questions? So I know this wasn't a very long stream. We will definitely be back here again. This place is huge, and they're just going to be opening more and more areas and attractions inside here for the whole family to participate in. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. I'll certainly come back later and try to answer any of the questions you have. Again, you can always go to Deserlandpark.com to get ticket prices. And I want to say thank you to all of the viewers, whether you are here from the beginning or hopped on late. I appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn those notifications on so you know every time we go live here on Streaming the Magic. Have a great night, everybody.